Hello, friends. I am Ragdoll Riversong, and this is my Sally dress. I am going to recreate it today because a lot of my friends have been asking me how I did this, and I'm a little nervous because I don't do many tutorial videos, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Since I already have one in this dress design, I think we're going to go with the long sleeve dress to do a different one, and maybe I can make it a little bit better. You know, I'm quite happy with how this design turned out, but maybe I can make it a little bit better and improve some of the little imperfections that I see for it. Whoops, wrong one. Bear with me, y'all. It's early and I haven't had all my caffeine. So, we need to go into wardrobe. We're going to go into customize. And we're going to go all the way down to the little plus sign. Oh no. I need to delete some because I've fulfilled my maximum number of dress designs, and that's tragic. Let's see, this one. Oh no, I don't want to wear it. How do we delete? And I kind of like those little sweaters. I'm not fond of this one. And I don't wear a whole lot of backpacks, even though I like that backpack. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it too. I made a little tank top with the cute little otters on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. I'm gonna want to create a couple more dresses, so I'm gonna get rid of the ones that weren't quite what I wanted them to be. I like a lot of these other ones though. This is one of my favorite ones for Halloween time. It was one of my very first designs. And then I recently created this one, and it just was something kind of random. It was supposed to be something different, but you know, I kind of like it. And this one is a blank canvas. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll start here. I think I already somewhat had it planned out because I wanted to go with a long sleeve dress. And what you're going to want to do is go down, and the little square with the little shirt here, you're going to want to change the color of your dress. And if you change the color of your dress, you don't have to go in and try to pop in a lot of other colors. Let me see here. I think the color we use the most is yellow. And it's not really a super bright, vivid kind of yellow, you know. It's more of a toned down kind of umber yellow. I don't know. I don't know all the colors. Not all of these colors. Anyway, I think this is the one I chose because it's like an orangey yellow, like a dingy kind of yellow. I'm going to go with the lighter version this time. And then this is where things start to get tricky because you of course can't draw on the clothing. There is no drawing tool that I have discovered. If y'all know better, please let me know because I've been trying to figure it out. So basically what I did was I took a couple of squares and we're gonna alter the color of the squares just like we did the whole dress. but I'm going to turn it slightly because it's at a little bit of an angle. And we're just going to kind of have it go sideways across the dress there. And then there's going to be a pink square and a black square, and we're going to make them all line up. Okay, so we need to press X and change the color. And this square needs to be a turquoise, kind of dark, greenish color. I don't remember which one I used. Like, I want to say it's this one. And we're going to just place that one and kind of look at it and make sure it's where I want it. I think I'm quite happy with that. And then we have a pink square that kind of goes up to the collar and stuff, and I don't want it to affect the sleeve too much. So I'm trying to prepare the angle I'm going to put it on. And I'm going to go get another square. And it's, of course, the last color that we chose. So we're going to press X again, and we're going to go in and change the color. I don't think it's that one. I want to say it's this one. And then we're going to press ZR, the little toggle at the top, and it lets us rotate. And we're going to put it at an angle as well, so that it hopefully lines up a little bit better with that square. And if you need to just turn it a little bit to make it do what you want it to do, you can turn it. It's tricky to get it to line up just how it needs to line up sometimes. And you can press ZL to make your square larger or smaller if you need to. And I just want it to line up there and go all the way up here to her collar, but I don't want it to end up on my sleeve over there so much. Ideally, this would be the perfect place. Yes. But I think it needs to turn just slightly. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong toggle. It's the one on the left side that turns it. Because I kind of want that to be up near, you know? I think I'm gonna need 2 squares for this to work properly. So I'm going to make this one a smaller one. My reference picture is trying to disappear on me. And we're gonna try to get it to place pretty close. And then I could take in a triangle and fill in this piece. And that's kind of how you just have to keep going with it. You're going to layer the colors on top of the other colors until you end up with what you want. And again, just kind of turn your character and then turn your pieces. And it's like a little puzzle. Trying to make all the pieces fit. And I'm doing this on a Switch, so forgive me for if it looks a little jumpy or I'm doing my best. Okay, so I'm trying to make it line up at the bottom here, but I'm having a little bit of problems. I don't want to leave a gap of yellow, you know? Maybe if we make it a little bit smaller. I think that's as close as we're gonna get. And sometimes that's, you know, how you have to do it. Just as close as you can get. Okay, and now I need a giant black square right along this area. I think I'm going to do the other pink square along the bottom first, though. It's over here underneath the green one. Is that how I did that? I'm pretty sure. Okay, so they're black and pink stripes along the bottom, and I think so that I don't have to keep using a whole bunch of these and fill it up too quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and place a couple of black squares over here and do pink stripes on top of it. And I think that'll help. Okay, so color changing tool again. Oh, hit the wrong button. All right, and then we need to bring it up over as far as we can go and then angle it I want to say it's gonna be about here. It may need to come down just a little bit, but I'm trying to make sure that A, it looks like the dress, B, it makes her not look wonky. Okay, let's lower it just a little. And then we're gonna make another one of those and place it just over here. Okay, and if you reach a certain point in the middle of her dress back here, it kind of starts that. It does that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It kind of brings it to a nice point. It cuts it off for you, but you want to make sure you're not losing part of the design that you wanted to. I need to put a little more of the green up that way, but I think if I turn this one into a diamond, we can make this fit here, maybe. Almost had it. Close enough? I can't see the side of the dress on my reference picture. I should have prepared better. It's okay though. can kind of guess by now because this is the third time I've made this dress. Okay, excuse the noisy train. I do believe we need another pink square along the back here. And we're gonna change the color of that all the way down here to this kind of salmon color. And we're just trying to get it to kind of link up with this other pink piece. And then for the other side, I think it stays yellow. For that part though, I thought there was a little more green on the back of it. And so I'm gonna try my best to put a green triangle there. If it doesn't really fit, we'll forget it. But I think I need the extra space for the little circles we're gonna add in. Uh-oh. How did it change the color back? And you can always delete it if you accidentally put one down, if it's not the right color, something like that. There we go. And it kind of goes behind the other colors that you lay down. I'm trying to make sure this one's not sticking out in the front too much. But I want it to connect with this pink piece. And a lot of times it doesn't want it to do what you want it to do. Oh, see, it did make it look a little strange. Okay, so let me grab that piece. And if you go over too much, you'll be on the sleeve, so it's a little trickier to gauge where you're at than you might think. Okay, let me see what that looks like. Really tested my patience a little today. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's do it this way then. We can delete a piece. I think it's by pressing Y. Here, let me see if I can make it smaller though, like I wanted. I just need it to kind of connect with that part, and there we go. Then it's more under her arm and it's not so bad. That's better than expected. And I can cover up the piece here in a minute when we go to put the circles in. You'll see, it'll be fine. Do I need that to go over any? I know, I'm talking to myself. Okay, I think we're ready to start with the other little patterns, and I'll go ahead and start with the little circles to show you what I was just babbling about. But if you take one of the little circles and you go in and change the color, you can adjust it by using ZL like we have been. Go bigger or smaller, and we need the smallest setting. And I'm gonna use it to kind of cover that one little space that probably should be this turquoise color as well. And then we're gonna go in and create another one of those. And you'll again have to adjust the size all the way down. And you just kind of want to space them out a little bit and make it look good and kind of hide some of your flaws with them. get the dress looking, you know, as closely as you can because, or however you would like it to look. Take your own liberties with it. Make it yours. But we're just gonna place it right along here. I'm trying not to get it, excuse me, blended in with the rest of the black background. There we go. Perfect. And then on this pink section over here, we're gonna go into flourishes. And I like this one for our flourishes. And yes, that is ginormous. Again, go to the smallest setting. And I recommend starting in your corners with this one and kind of layering it against each other. Like this. And just, you know, turn it to make it fit the way you want it to fit. I like the little spirally patterns in it. I think they're great. I like the leaves. I think it's terrific. But you can kind of line it up and make the little swirls work for you the way you want them to work for you. I want the little flower pattern to be in it still. So I'm trying to get it to go under her arm, and trying not to hide any of the swirls or any of the flowers if I can. If that makes sense. There we go. And again, just adjust your angles so that the little designs will do what you want them to do, because occasionally they'll try to spread out too far or go in a weird pattern. On my other dress, I had this one positioned just right to where it kind of looked like that was a button, like the little leaf thing. I don't know, I kind of liked it. Even though it goes over to the other side of the yellow a little bit farther. Is that as small as that gets? It is. Let me place this one on the shoulder, maybe. It's really tricky sometimes to get them in there where you need them. But if you just keep maneuvering and moving around, you eventually can get it. I want to get as many little spiral patterns as I can. Alrighty, and there we go. And it's starting to come together already and kind of look like what we need. I don't know how to get the tiny, tiny little pinstripes, but on this one, this is going to make it a tiny bit trickier. I had it sectioned off. I may do, actually, so I can see better. Let me go down our little pattern here. Okay, that one is that one. I may change the color of this one to pink. The pink that we've been using. Because we're going to do some pink and black. Uh-oh. I don't know don't exactly know what that just did, but let's go. That's not the right one. It's this one, right? Nope. How can I not find the other black square? That's weird. I know where that one is. This one is this one. Yeah, that's that one. There we go. Okay, we're going to change the color of it as well because these are where we're going to do the little... That color doesn't look right, but I think it's because the sun is hitting it at the moment. Ooh, don't move with it. Oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to mess it all up. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take in some little black slats, I guess, or little line-shaped looking these. And it was going to be a little too tricky for me to try to keep up which area was which, so I'm going to do the opposite of what I was starting out doing. Okay, and so you get one about, I want to say approximately this size, and you're going to want to turn it going straight up and down, I do believe, for the one in the middle. Well, not straight up and down. I don't want to get it too close to that circle. And then we're just going to kind of come in with the rest of them and keep going in a pattern until we get it looking like what we need it to look like. This other... This other black square needs to overlap, but this one... Ugh. I hate when it does this. I'm gonna go in and see about changing the color, and then... No, it's still acting out. It matters in which order you lay down the squares. So if one of them isn't looking right, you may have to take it out and put it in again on top of it because it's laying under it and I need it on top of it. So... And I needed it a little bit more to the side, like this. There we go. All right, more lines. Here we go. And it really is a struggle with patience. You just have to keep coming in line after line and adjusting them to make it do what you need it to. And you want them approximately all the same size. And distance apart if you can. This dress goes a little bit longer than the shorter dress did, and so it made it a little bit simpler with these pieces, and I think I'm gonna have to figure it out, but I think this is gonna be too thick if I go with these, because it matters this direction and this direction. Like, I had smaller pieces on the other one, I believe, but I think I'm gonna have to go very small pieces like this one to make it look right, and then go up a little. Okay. Oops. I didn't want to go all the way out. Alright. Edit. No. Come on now. Work with me. Alright. This one. Over here. We're going to get it to line up with this one, and then we're going to make it smaller so that they're the same width. And connect them. There we go. It's gonna be that one. Yay! Trying to guess right. Alright, line it up against the pink and black. Work with me. And then go smaller to match our other ones. The best we can. And then try to keep approximately that amount of space between them. Just so it doesn't look too strange. We don't want a big gap in between there, and we don't want too much of a gap down there where that pink part is, but I'll figure it out. And then space it again. I think we're gonna need a pink triangle in that area though. So before we go too much farther, change the colors, we can go in and use our Touch of Magic tool again. We're just gonna adjust it until we get something that's a little more aesthetically pleasing in there. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a patchwork dress anyway. But I like to get mine kind of, you know, the way I picture it looking. And the colors are a lot dingier in the movie too. Not dingier, but like, I don't know, muted, I guess. A little hard to match those. So I kind of took some liberties and went with colors that I like for it. partially going off of a design of a Sally doll hanging up on my bedroom wall and on some that I found online. I think that's really close. And then these little pieces are what's going to take up most of my decorating layers. You get 50 layers while you're decorating, and we've used 25 with this one. So I'm trying to use as few as possible because I had some other things I wanted to add in this time around. But I think I'm gonna have to... Maybe we just go slightly bigger with the ones on the side here and see if it looks too weird. It's really hard to get these to line up in the same direction. Ah! Come on. Okay, so this is about as close as we're gonna get with it. And then that one's good. That one's good. I'm trying to find the one directly on top of the one I just moved. Oh. And then that one was... Nope. It's a fun little guessing game. There we go. That looks a little better. And we're just trying to get like a striped pattern going on over here. Alright, let's get another one. I thought it would be fun to do a ball gown design of this one since I already have the short sleeve dress for summer. We could have this long sleeved version for winter, and yeah. But I didn't factor in it might be slightly different to design this gown compared to the smaller one. Whoopsie. That is okay though, we're gonna make this work. those up a little bit though. Maybe. Up and over a little, possibly. Let's see. It has a different shape than the smaller dress too, and like the little grooves in it. So you have to kind of follow the dress pattern design as well a little, where you're laying things. Because it just kind of makes you. Alter this one a little. Okay, and then this one, let's bring it over and turn it. We're trying to go with the natural flow of the dress, and that's become a little bit tricky on this curved part on the hip. So let's kind of blend this in with this part. And then I think I'm going to scoot the next one over just a little bit more too, and we'll have to of course turn this piece slightly, which has been problematic in the past. And we're just kind of trying to get it to go with that curve right there, if that makes sense. I hope it does. And it's really kind of a pain, but if you can get it to work, it's really quite lovely. You don't want it sticking out at a point like that. Kind of want it to blend, but it's in a very delicate area. It may just have to have a jagged appearance like that. I really hate it. That's better for me. And then this one is good. This one. I think I'm being too much of a perfectionist at this point, but that's okay. It's my dress, so. And then I don't remember where that one is, and I desperately need to fix. There we go. This one slightly. It feels like it needs to be along this groove, you know? A little further. If I do that, that piece ends up looking too big, and I don't want to have to put another piece in there, but I think I'm going to have to make it do what I want it to do, which is to touch the bottom piece of that pink piece. So, the bottom. Oh yeah, I remember. And yeah, I definitely need to. Okay. Which stinks because we're adding in a layer for, like, a whole layer for just one tiny little piece. That only needed to be like a half layer. Okay, I think that's close enough. And then for a grid pattern, I couldn't really find like a grid pattern. I'm pretty sure. Let's use all. And I think that's why I chose to do this weird little bubble looking thing. But it actually turned out very nice. And I kind of loved it. Yeah, I don't really have a grid pattern, so I think we'll use that again, but I used this one that's right up there. Oh, I do have like a grid pattern kind of thing now. One moment. Okay, for this bottom piece, I do think I want to use this one. And we're going to take just a little bit of liberties with this, but I didn't have a checkered pattern to use before. So I used a different design, and it was the little circle with all of the grid looking pattern to it. But I really think this is going to look a lot better if we just put down maybe 2 or 3 of these. I kind of love it. Which one would it be in? Is it in food? Shockingly, it's not. Shapes? Ugh. I hate when I can't figure out which area one of them's in and I have to go through this to add several. Oh, I know what to do. We can hit filter, press Y. And it is definitely Wreck-It Ralph inspired. And then we press B and it'll bring us out, and there it is. And I'm just gonna turn our dress, and I'm gonna try to get it to go along this curve with us, but we need it to be in the same so we're gonna turn it a little, and that is pretty close. That's pretty good, y'all. Honestly. Okay, and then we're gonna add another layer, and we're gonna go in and do the same thing. Why does it take my filter off every time, though? Did I do something wrong when I backed out? Okay. Let me Again, we're gonna turn it, get it going approximately, same size, same shape, all that. To have the little grid pattern going on for the bottom. And you just have to kind of work with it to get it to do what you want it to do sometimes. And I think I'm going to add one more of those. I'm going to take a guess and go with miscellaneous. No? I'm shocked thoroughly that it's not in food. It has sprinkles. Characters? It's weird. And there are just so many different patterns and designs that you could use. This is the one I used before, and it works great. It's lovely. And I think I'm going to use it for the polka dot pattern instead of the bubbles that I used before. But just take whatever liberties you want and just try to get the shapes that you need down, and who cares what the pattern really is, you know? Have fun with it. It's your design. I just really wanted a Sally dress. I am always broke. I don't have the moonstones to pay for a Sally dress at the moment, although I probably will buy the in-game dress. It is gorgeous. But for now, this is how I can have my own dress or my own couple of versions of her dress. Because I really want to save my money and get the Ursula bundle. I don't like to pay my real money for the packs. I would rather it be just earned in game. My little friend is in my way a bit, but I can't really match up these squares. Oh no. I think we're gonna have to go with close enough. Maybe spin it again and see what we come up with. It's funny. It's either it makes a little plus sign in the middle like that, which probably no one is gonna notice, or it does the other little design. Okay, so do I need to bring this grid looking pattern out towards the front a bit more? That's pretty well towards the front. And you can hardly tell that it's sprinkles at all. Hardly at all. Okay, let me go in. And I'm going to go over to miscellaneous? No. Flourish? No. I don't know why I can't find anything I want to find. I need to decorate more so that I can figure out where everything is. But apparently I'm out of decorating slots, which isn't great. This is how I like to relax. Okay, so where did it go? And you can either use the bubbles and make little dots with those and just, again, go in and change the color. Goodness. And the size, and you can put little dots everywhere. Or I think that this time around I want to try this one. On this side and see what it looks like. I think it might be an improvement, actually. And we're going to leave it in black, and we're going to come around a little bit to this side of the dress. I'm going to try not to get it over on that other side with that grid pattern. But this time, we're going to go a little bit bigger with it, I think. I don't know, I think I have to do this first and then that on top of it to get it to kind of connect and cover it up, maybe. Here, let me take this one out, maybe. And then let's try it again. Angles are important. They matter. I really wish there was like a copy the last design you used kind of thing. So I could just hit that instead. And you can see now, like, whenever you place a design, a lot of times it's like the top part of it looks a little smaller, and then it kind of looks stretched towards the bottom of a ball gown. I'm just gonna kind of line that up like that. I don't know if I want it to overlap, though. It's gonna be the issue for me. Let me pull it towards the front. And we'll line it up here and here. And that just kind of gives us the polka dot effect. And maybe if we place one towards the back a little bit, it won't line up how I think it's going to line up. It to look weird when it doesn't have it there too, so we may have to take some liberties and make a different little pattern here. But I really like this a little bit better for the polka dots than the other. I don't mean to completely back out like that every time. Whoops. Maybe we just pull that one around a little bit more and see if that looks better. Again, it's a lot of moving around the layers until you're comfortable and happy with how it looks. It's your little art piece. Design what you want. I'm going to leave it about there. And it's going to cut off on the back, of course. We may add another grid up top and another one on the bottom. I think that's probably for the best. This is so many layers. Oh no, reset. And we can reset by pressing the minus button, and then we're gonna go in and shrink our blocks. Turn them slightly. And just keep adjusting. Eventually you'll get it. It'll line up the way you want it to. It's just tricky and a little bit touchy sometimes. Okay, and now after this layer, we're gonna go in and put in the Nightmare Before Christmas stitching that I just got from doing the star path. And I'm so excited for that because it's almost as good as being able to draw it on there myself. Kind of like these little grid blocks we just got from doing the challenges with Vanellope. Almost as good as a grid that we could have had. Okay, I think I like that on the back. Alright, this is coming together quite well. So, goodness. Get it together. There we go. Now, I would like to add in flourishes. No. I thought I just saw this one, but I guess I'm mistaken. It's easier if I can just figure out where it is and go from there. I don't think it would be celestial. I think the filter is our best bet. Miscellaneous didn't have it. Villainous? Surely not. Okay, we'll go into all again and do filters, and Nightmare Before Christmas is all the way at the bottom. And come up with it. Of course, shrink it down a little bit. I don't want it to get lost in all of the black and other things up here with our little vines, you know? And we only have approximately 10 layers left, like 11 layers, I believe. I think I'm gonna go with this dark charcoal color because it kind of separates it a little bit. I think our best placement for it is really right there, so it looks like some of those vines are doing that same thing. And my reference picture sent itself away. I hate when it does that. Alright, so we kind of have stitching everywhere, but I don't think it's going to show up in some of the places, so we're just going to keep going in and putting it all around. I wish it would stay approximately the same size as the last time we used it. And that would really kind of help us out a bit. Oh. Come on, you can do this. Turn. We're just going to add some stitching around everywhere. Oh, I didn't turn the sleeve turquoise colored like I wanted at the top. Whoops. I'm looking around real quick just to see if there is a copy button and I've missed it. I don't think there is. So, just slow and steady wins the race. Alrighty. And just placing them in everywhere that we can. I really wish I could get it directly along that seam, but I don't see that happening for me. So, we're just gonna get it the best we can and hope that it looks okay here in a minute. And we only get a certain amount of layers yet again, I know. So we're trying to make the best use of them that we possibly can. I'm going to try to connect it about there and go this way with it. And get it on top of some of those layers. And it kind of hides some of our imperfections and kind of pulls certain things together. Again, if you don't like this, that's fine. You create it however you want to create it. You want the little pieces like this to be black, or you don't want to use them at all, that's your choice. The little short dress doesn't have them because at the time I created it, it wasn't an option. I think it's going to be the color that we need whenever we are done, you know? I think it'll work. It'll look like a very dark blackish gray color. Approximately about there. But I think if we turn it completely black, we're not going to be able to see it when it's laying on the black. So, for this little area, it would be problematic. That is pretty good. Okay. And again, just kind of try to shrink it down and get it approximately the same size as the others you're using. I guess to be different and add a splash of color, we could have used any color we wanted to, really, for these little stitches. We didn't have to stick with gray or black. We could have done like dark green or, you know. Whatever. There we go. So far, so good. I'm gonna take a few down the front here. And you run out of the patterns that you can put down faster than you would like to, always. But that's just how it goes. Kind of want it just to lay along this little bubble thing to hide the fact that it is the little bubble thing. Does that make sense? I wonder if this looks dumb though. Just a super big piece there, and then add in another piece. Right along here, but shrink it. Oh, I think I like that. That's gonna work nicely. And then we have one more. Hard to believe we ran out of layers that fast. But I would like to bring it up this way if we can. Can we zoom out, please? There we go. Okay, we do have one up close to the top. We do have one around this way. Should it be around the back? Or around this area? We could let it bend off around the arm and connect this piece, I think, would be our best bet. And I may come in and adjust some of these stitches later and make it look a little better. But for now, this is as close as I think I'm gonna get with it. And I may go in and create a new dress, one of the smaller ones with some of these patterns incorporated, because I think I can get it to look a lot better on the smaller pattern. But yeah, that's kind of how I created my Sally dress, pattern by pattern. And I now see a little square that I forgot about, the little patch in the middle. But I have no squares to kind of give away. But I don't know. A or B? First dress? Second dress? And please try to make your own. If you do, I would love to see the ones you come up with. Post them over on my Instagram or Facebook if we're friends over there. I would love to see what you come up with. But yeah, this is my Sally dress. This will be the one I probably use for winter, and the other one I will probably wear more often because I really love the way this one came out. It was my second attempt at it. And it has everything in it that I wanted except for the stitching, but unfortunately we are at 50 layers with it as well, and I can't go in and change any of it or I lose the look to it. So again, do it however you would like to. I change it up every time I attempt it, and I may do another one that is a shorter dress to try to get it to come out very close to this one, because I do like a lot of the elements to it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I hope all of you are having a truly great day. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We could do more tutorials if you want on my dresses. We can hang out and just do some of our quests and things like that together. I like to play Sims, Dreamlight Valley, Animal Crossing. Just hang out and have a relaxing time. Hope all of you have a truly terrific day, and bye friends until next time.